Trigger, Count, we've received official confirmation about what we're supposed to do with you. The company commander has made it clear he'd like you both to officially join our squadron. This is an unprecedented move. Seems like you've got some people looking out for you. Still, I think it's because of how you've conducted yourselves. I believe you'll be an asset to us. Okay, it's time for your briefing. For a long time, our counteroffensive has been overpowered by the Erusian drone's auto-intercept system. If a craft enters their airspace and doesn't respond to their IFF, drones automatically take off and move to intercept their target. However, we've discovered that the intercept system has a blind spot. We've acquired this valuable information by sending our other squadrons on dangerous missions to scout the whole area and initiate combat. Of all the pilots assigned to us, only 2 managed to survive the mission. If we don't act now, before the enemy can fill in the blind spot, those pilots will have sacrificed themselves for nothing. So, we've been ordered to carry out a long-range strategic strike. Operating separately from the main forces as the Long-Range Strategic Strike Group, we've been developing a strategy in secret. Cyclops Squadron and Strider Squadron will sortie deep into the Erusian territory and will be carrying out specialized long-range attack strategies. You will carve your way through the territory from the north to the capital of Farbanti.
丸見えイベントやってたのであれだったけどやっていきますか。
The first operation will involve striking the enemy's main naval force, the Njord fleet, which is gathered in northern Eugene. We've known for some time that there's a large supply base utilized by the enemy fleet in the waters around Snyder's Top. At present, the enemy fleet is concentrated there. Naturally, they intend to attack eastern Eugene, where the Ostian forces are stationed.
お読み上げ
We
直
can
った
surprise the enemy with a long-range attack. We could potentially do devastating damage to them. Still, it's highly likely that their advanced fleet are prepared and have started to move, so combat with the enemy fleet is probably unavoidable. We've verified the existence of a large supply base in the sea, as well as a medium-sized one in a valley by an estuary. It's a wide operation area, and there are a number of places you can expect large-scale combat, so we've set up a return line for replenishing supplies. Use it proactively. Anytime you feel the need to stock up on ammo or make repairs to your craft, it's there. While aircraft and ammo can be replaced, the lives of our pilots cannot. We don't want any casualties out there. Remember that. The counterattack has begun. Brace yourselves.
「空対地艦かな」
Squadron, aircraft prep complete. Sortie ASAP.
Your first mission is to refuel midair. I'll provide you with instructions, so follow my lead. 1 mile to tanker. Trigger, maintain your current approach. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 500 yards. You may approach the refueling tanker. Trigger, maintain your current approach. That's some nice flying, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Trigger, your call sign is Strider 1. You will be leading Strider Squadron. Count, you'll be Cyclops 2. You'll be under Cyclops 1.
Sorry, but I'm gonna eat while I work. My judgment goes fuzzy when I'm too hungry.
How can you talk about food? Trigger, how come you're number 1 and I'm stuck as number 2? Oh well, I guess I can let it slide for now.
And we're just supposed to follow you? I heard you're spectacular, Captain. At least with your last squadron.
I don't want you slowing us down out there.
Strider 1, head back to the return line if you need repairs or fuel. Aircrafts need to eat too in order to be effective. We have visual confirmation of the enemy fleet. You're cleared to engage.
We'll go. Let's go.
Enemy Aegis vessel intercepting incoming missiles with their Sea-Wiz. Counteract Sea-Wiz with a low approach or use missiles outside intercept range.
Engaging.
All ships, prepare for anti-air combat. Want any dumbass that flies near our fleet.
They're already firing. They think they can hit us.
Make a low approach or dive to avoid their fire when you move in. There are additional targets just beyond the smoke. Go get them.
Aegis vessel Honier is sunk. Enemy aircraft is launched. Engage it. The enemy has lost 30% of their fleet. If you don't stay sharp, you'll be eating Davy Jones. They're giving us all they've got. So do that fire. Keep hitting and running.
Got it. I think we've sunk most of the enemy fleet, but I can't tell because of all the smoke.
Cyclops 2, stay sharp. Half of the enemies are still around. Work by the numbers, Count.
No enemy bases are close enough to strike our supply lines. It's far away, like a flock of snowbirds.
Yeah, that's a nice idea, but I can't fly any lower than this.
That's the way. That's a good example for all the occurrence.
Trigger, what are the marks of your plane? 3 lines. Scratches.
I don't like them. They're like sin lines.
What are those?
Nothing. One of the new recruits talks a lot. Swears a lot too.
That girl swears more than me.
It's not just the swearing either. She's got quick fists, too.
That's no grandstanding.
I thought you'd say that.
Trigger's one of the pilots who's been up against the demon in that experimental squadron. Chased him off solo, too, since support ran off. I was there myself. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for Trigger. You see what I'm getting at?
Yeah, well, I wish I'd been there too.
If you were one of those escorts that flew off, you should watch your back.
Cyclops 2, watch your
Enemy fleet has
six.
been neutralized. You guys just downed some serious firepower.
It was a piece of cake.
It's nice to have some fresh talent we can count on.
Cyclops 2, stop fluttering about and stay glued to my ass.
Stop treating me like a newborn chick. I've shot down my fair share of enemies.
Sharp, little chick. Just stick with your mother head, and you'll get back to the roost safe and sound.
Strider 3, launching missile. Locked on. Go down.
Shut down.
This one's mine.
Breaking away.
Target was not struck.
They decided.
Enemy's got a lock.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Enemy fighters down by 30%.
The enemy's arrogance will be their downfall. It's time we take the fight to them.
We're approaching the marine platform.
Get those planes off the runway! We have to send up fighters now! All right, scramble!
Enemy fighters have just taken off from the platform. Eliminate those fighters with extreme prejudice before they can threaten the mission.
We'll go. We'll swat those flies down into the drink.
Strider 1, anti-ship missile away.
Locked on, you're mine.
We're supposed to smash up that whole thing?
That'd be a tall order. Just destroy the boats, aircraft, and AA weaponry.
No, let's do what the chick said. Roger.
Strider 3, Fox 2.
Fox 2. Bullseye. Target has been destroyed.
Impressive.
Mass depot destroyed.
Outlook the structural reinforcements. They're small, but not impossible to hit.
Enemy has a radar lock on.
I've sent the data. Make like wise men and serve up a sandwich.
Right out. Copy. Roger.
Loss on the platform was not anticipated. Without this base, we'll have to rethink our whole strategy.
Lock on bandit.
Ammunition 0.
Cyclops 2, check your rear.
Fox 2. Fox 2.
Cyclops 1 missile.
Caution, enemy has a lock.
Missile.
In position behind bandit.
Missile.
Enemy's got a lock.
Missile.
I'm taking damage, but I'm good to go.
Missile.
Enemy got away.
Caution. Alert.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Locked on.
I'm on my target.
Missile in the air, evading.
Strider 3, watch your tail. Lock on bandit.
Bandit has a lock.
The enemy has a lock on me.
Locked on.
Missile launched, evade.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Keep bringing it down.
Strider 1, bandit on your tail.
Keep your eyes peeled, Trigger. You never know when that experimental squadron might show up.
Jaeger, he knows that better than anyone. He's one of the few with the skills to face Mr. X and live to tell.
That ain't funny. The enemy's got a lock.
Breaking away. Missile closing on me. They have me spiked. Enemy on your ass.
Cyclops 4, Fox 2.
Missile. Missile.
Locked on.
Missile. Missile.
I've got a sitting duck here.
Missile. Missile.
One bandit back.
Missile.
This is Michael 2. Lock on bandit.
Missile.
Bandit is firing.
The enemy's got a lock. I'm sick of these attacks.
Alert. Missile.
Viking, can't get away from this lock.
Missile.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Locked on.
on me. Hostile has a lock. Michael 2, Box 2.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy sighted.
Missile.
Attack missed. Gravity, I'm locked on.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy behind you, heads up.
Let me slide in on that tail.
Missile. Missile.
Evading.
Strider 1 down.
Looks like we've taken out a third of the enemy fighters, and it's mostly thanks to Strider 1.
Missile.
Break! Break!
Missile.
Locked on bandit.
Stall warning.
On my enemy's tail.
Missile.
Enemy on your ass.
Missile. Missile.
I'm hit, but still fighting.
Strider 3, warning!
Missile.
Missile inbound!
Missile. Missile warning.
Attack missed.
5 minutes remaining.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
Bandit has a lock.
Target is in range of guns.
Lock on. Good night.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile fire. Evading.
Half the enemy fighters are gone. Keep it up.
Enemy sighted.
Stall warning.
Box 2. Attack missed. The enemy has a lock on me.
Fox 2,
Locked on bandit.
Missile closing. Evading.
They evaded it.
I'm hit, but still fighting.
Missile. Missile.
Attack missed.
locked on. Lights out.
Spike. Breaking free.
All enemy fighters have been eliminated. There's always a chance for reinforcements, so stay sharp. Special delivery.
Box 2.
I've been spiked.
Bandit sighted. They have me spiked. Enemy missile inbound. Evading.
Stall warning. Missile.
I'm hit, but still fighting.
Missile.
3 minutes remaining.
Getting on
Stall
block.
warning.
Breaking.
Stall warning. Caution. Pull up.
Breaking.
Fox 2! Fox 2!
I'm hit. They got me. Damn. Why can't that experimental squadron show up here?
You might as well be praying to the heavens. Now get out there and shoot him down yourself.
Enemy's got a lock.
Missile.
Bandit in my sight.
Missile closing in on me.
Missile.
Box 2.
Missile.
Breaking.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile.
Getting on block. Breaking.
Missile.
2 minutes remaining.
Our anti-aircraft weapons are taking heavy damage. Bring down those fighters.
Enemy's got a lock! Cyclops 1! Evade!
Missile.
Missile, evade.
On my target's tail.
Missile.
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again. This is good.
Special delivery.
Missile.
I'm taking fire, but I can still fight.
Missile.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Enemy has a lock on you.
Enemy has a lock!
Missile.
Getting on block. Breaking.
1 minute remaining. better than expected.
We still have more time. Don't let up. Knock him down for good.
Come on, that's enough, right? Let's get out of here.
One more? We'll wipe them all out.
Give me a break.
30 seconds remaining. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Locked on. Go down.
Missile.
I've been spiked. Strider 2, evade that missile.
Bandit acquired. Initiating attack. Missile crossing. Evading.
Target hit.
Mark 2.
Attention all aircraft. Operation complete. The enemy won't recover from this one. You did great out there. I think tonight's the night we finally open that bottle.
I think I understand the new boss's style. Our other newcomer is a unique character. The old squad was bad, and I guess it's no different here. I could really perform, if only I had some partners I could trust.
No need to worry. I got your back. Relax and do your thing.
Pull up.
Give me a break.
Caution. Pull up.
Sorry, but I'm gonna eat while I work. My judgment goes fuzzy when I'm too hungry.
How can you talk about food?
The mission was a success. You did more to hobble the enemy's sea power than we first expected. Outstanding work. This should free up our allies who have been bogged down on the East Coast. In addition, this success allows us to finally move on and initiate the operation to shoot down the Arsenal bird. We have a long road ahead of us. Get some rest while you can. Our counteroffensive has changed the course of the war. However, the western part of the continent and the area around the space elevator still remain under Erusian control. As you all know, this is because they have those damn Arsenal birds controlling the skies around the lighthouse. So, we're going to use Stonehenge for a long-range attack against the Arsenal bird. In addition to helping to destroy the asteroid, Stonehenge was also utilized by the Erusian forces as a weapon in the Continental War. However, the majority of the artillery is out of action after an air raid by the independent state Allied forces. When that happened, the main base was being repaired from the damage caused by the asteroid, so it managed to escape the bombardment.
ストーンヘンジ
The
懐
Ocean
かし
Army
つ。
continued the repairs in secret and managed to reactivate its base systems. Once preparations are complete, it will be able to fire again. However, the officer in charge has yet to confirm whether it can be fired more than once. In other words, it is looking like we may have only one chance to be able to bring down one of those invulnerable Arsenal birds. We're going all in on this one plan. The Erusian forces have detected our movements and are marching on Stonehenge. The Arsenal bird is closing in, but if our operation goes as planned, we should be able to shoot it down before it reaches the operation area. We've set up strong points we call menhirs around Stonehenge. Provide them with air support, while keeping air superiority. Our mission is to protect Stonehenge until it can shoot down that monster bird. If we can shoot down even just one Arsenal bird, it will significantly reduce the scale of the enemy's air defense network. Stonehenge is our only way of bringing down an Arsenal bird. Missing is a luxury we cannot afford.
かわいい。
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Attention, all defensive and air support teams. In order to get up and running, what I need most from you is time. As long as you can provide me that, my program will bring down the Arsenal bird.
That was Major Deanna McConey. I'm Warrant Officer Lehman, a specialist. We're now commencing the operation to destroy the Arsenal bird.
It's gonna be a long fight. Don't waste any ammo.
So that's Stonehenge, huh? It's bigger than I imagined. Uglier, too.
Look at that mess of cables. They're using generator trucks to run it.
Are we sure that thing's even gonna fire? Seriously, I mean, how old is it?
If it doesn't, then our luck is run dry. I'd get praying if I were you.
Well, if it works, it'll bring down even an Arsenal bird. Big if. And it'd have to hit.
We have a lock on them.
Men here 6. Enemy tank to the head. Located an enemy tank. Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Air 6, request for air support confirmed. Wagons on the way.
Listen up. Our job is to defend here. That's all, you got it? This should be easy. Go on your paycheck.
Fight! Breaking away! We've lost half our position. I'm headed up here with those damn enemy aircraft. Remain calm! Let's destroy Stonehenge!
Target is in range of guns.
Locked on hostile.
I'm gonna open this guy up. Powering main system. Cold boost. Skipping sequences 47 to 97.
Activating. You just need one shot.
This is Men here 7. We've linked up with ground and air support and are ready to drive the enemy back.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Watch out for anti-aircraft.
Bombers, bearing 190. Stonehenge won't survive a bomb run. You have to stop them. Let's have a
This is Men here 6. The enemy ground forces have been eliminated. Much obliged for the air support. Alright guys, this time you get a whole 45 seconds. Grab some chow or something. Allied aircraft, don't worry about us. Take out those bombers.
We've only got 60% green. We've got 30% yellow, 10% is red.
Well, it has been sitting here rusting away for the past 20 years. I'd say a few glitches are to be expected. Hurry and verify the reds and yellows.
Roger. Defending Stonehenge.
Squadron, target acquired. Right.
Men 7, we are getting overrun. We need reinforcements.
Strider 1 crashed.
Attention, all defensive and air support teams. In order to get up and running, what I need most from you is time. As long as you can provide me that, my program will bring down the Arsenal bird.
That was Major Deanna McConey. I'm Warrant Officer Lehman, a specialist. We're now commencing the operation to destroy the Arsenal bird.
It's gonna be a long fight. Don't waste any ammo.
So that's Stonehenge, huh? It's bigger than I imagined. Uglier, too.
Look at that mess of cables. They're using generator trucks to run it.
Are we sure that thing's even gonna fire? Seriously, I mean, how old is it?
If it doesn't, then our luck is run dry. I'd get praying if I were you.
Well, if it works, it'll bring down even an Arsenal bird. Big if. And it'd have to hit.
Missile. Missile.
Messenger 6, enemy tank to the head. Located an enemy tank. Longcaster, requesting close air support.
Meteor 6, request for air support confirmed. Help is on the way.
Missile.
Listen up. Our job is to defend here. That's all. You got it? This should be easy. Go on your paycheck.
Behind you! Box 2!
This is Men here 6. The enemy ground forces have been eliminated. Much obliged for the air support. All right, guys. This time you get a whole 45 seconds. Grab some chow or something. I can't break this lock.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you. Target is hit.
Missile. Missile.
Powering main system. Code blue. Skipping sequence of 47 to 97.
Activating. We just need one shot. This is Men here 7. We've linked up with ground and air support and are ready to drive the enemy back. That ought to show them.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Bombers, bearing 190. Stonehenge won't survive a bomb run. You have to stop them. All enemies attacking Men here 5 have been eliminated. Good job. One is more than enough. They're all threats.
Allied aircraft, don't worry about us. Take out those bombers.
You get lost. Head towards trigger. We've only got 60% green. We've got 30% yellow. 10% is red.
Well, it has been sitting here rusting away for the past 20 years. I'd say a few glitches are to be expected. Hurry and verify the reds and yellows.
Roger. Target acquired. This is Men here 7. We are getting overrun. We need reinforcements.
Men here 7 is hot. Let's go give him some help.
The enemy isn't letting up. There's just no one in sight.
Strider 1, Slash 1.
Hostile bomber destroyed. Nice work. Keep Stonehenge safe for us.
Power level is at 40%. 42%.
Missile.
Come on, damn it!
Strider 1.
Come on, baby. Be good. We need you. Men here 7 here. Enemy aircraft approaching. They're gonna clean this place out. If we don't get air support, we're dead.
One shot from Stonehenge and that Arsenal bird will be cooked. Missile away. Bon voyage. Man, the ground is shooting at me.
Help me, Josephine. We've got the shit anything.
More hostiles advancing towards Men here 6. Ground forces haven't noticed yet.
Let's take out the enemy while our friends are still on their feet.
Make sure everyone gets back alive.
Stay out of our line of sight. Avoid friendly fire.
You're mine. This is refueling. Evading missile.
Oh, baby, we're saved!
Should know what their next action
Whoever
is.
is flying the plane with 3 lines, I'm buying you a beer later. This is Men here 7. Enemy reinforcements. They're attacking in waves. Wiping out the enemy forces.
Ammunition zero.
Never thought I'd see numbers like this. Guess that's how you know it's important. Looks like we're helping shape history here.
down. Destroy those closest to our allies first. More bombers. They're high. Altitude 8,000. Bearing 150.
The enemy's going all out, too.
Railgun power supply is... Damn it. Numbers aren't going up.
Bypass the auxiliary condenser.
Come on, damn it!
Missile away.
Visual on target. Prepare for bombing run.
Take out all bombers.
We successfully defended Minhir 7. Good work, everyone. The LRSSG. Without them, we probably would have been the ones in trouble. I got the stars.
Like headless chickens.
This is Minhir 5. We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. We're ready to take it to them.
It's like goddamn whack-a-mole out here. I'm already exhausted.
Grit your teeth and fly. Remember, the fate of the whole war depends on this mission. We gotta take out the enemy base no matter what. Send in the tanks.
Strider, Cyclops, intercept those bombers.
We can see this boat from here. Did you get those bombers?
Yeah, and single-handedly.
The bird with the 3 lines. It's gotta be him. I shut that stupid alarm clock. It's time to bomb the dome. Get back to the control stage.
Keep bringing them down.
Stonehenge personnel, focus on your job. Don't stare out the window.
Missile. Missile.
This is Minhir 6. We're taking heavy losses. I repeat, we need air support ASAP. Any chance for that air support?
Missile. Missile.
Missile closing in on me.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Looks like the enemy has even more firepower. We must hold the front line.
Missile.
Missile!
Target hit.
Mission accomplished. Looks like I needed a time. But that damn OC army. Why do they have to go and use civilians as their survey techs? I've had to take them out.
More guests. Bombers are their escorts. Bearing 170.
Shit. I want to go smack them down, but those boys below are hanging on by a thread. You want me to choose?
Power level is at 80%. You think we should take our shot?
Patience. Don't want to waste everyone's hard work. Let's wait for 100.
I guess you're right. Give the fire control system one last check while we're waiting.
Roger.
Missile tracking! Break! Standard is clear. Lock on.
Strider 1, nice work.
Bandit behind you. Cautious.
Hey, he baited it.
Everything inside storage. What's it gonna take?
Hostile bomber destroyed.
Struggling, so are they. Just need to hold up for a little longer. What the hell? They're supposed to be the ones on the offensive. How did they get us on the ropes?
We've wiped out half of them. Keep it up.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Fuck through.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
I'm taking fire, but I can fly.
Almost there. This should all be over soon.
This is one ugly battle, but what a story for my kid.
They're attacking in waves. It's gonna be a grind.
Enemy missile chasing me.
That should take care of the reinforcements facing Minhir 5. Keep going.
Knox 2. Pursuing enemy. Protecting.
lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
That only scratched me up. Continue with combat.
Missile.
How much longer is this gonna keep going? They're gonna overwhelm us soon.
Enemy rocket unit coming from the southwest, and helo-borne assault from the northeast. They're planning a direct assault on Stonehenge. Stop them.
Let's split up. Take whichever way you like.
That's the last of the enemy reinforcements. I gave my men a 15-minute vacation. Sorry, I need a short breather myself. I'll just be stitching on my lost limbs. Should be back before lunch.
What did you say?
Okay, the helo unit's all yours, Trigger. Lead the way and eliminate the enemy. Cyclops will take the rocket unit.
Roger that.
Prepare to fire. Leave over here. So shoot them before they shoot us. How long till you're ready? Once we fire, that cannon will crumble and the battle will end.
Understood. Commencing mission. Chopper's on its way to Stonehenge.
Now I'm iced up. We're doing everything we can to fire as quickly as possible. Just buy us some time until then.
Strider 1 got one.
Back up and rescue.
Locked on.
We're almost to Stonehenge. Perfect. Their rear is wide open.
Just focus on doing your job. They will handle their job to protect us from the enemy outside.
Helo assault unit is down. If they had infiltrated Stonehenge, it would have been all over. Good work. Cyclops Squadron has eliminated the rocket unit. Keep it up.
You've given my program a lot of the time it needs. Stonehenge will be ready to fire shortly.
Stand by. I'm picking up something on my radar. The signal is massive. It's the Arsenal bird.
Arsenal bird confirmed.
Here they come.
A swarm of UAVs is launching from the Arsenal bird. Keep them away from Stonehenge.
Missile. Missile.
Closer to target, fewer the variables. How long till we can fire?
Firing at 60!
Hear that? Keep us safe till then.
Fire control system inspection complete. Radar error correction. Good to go.
Missile.
He's over in the survey vehicle. 45 seconds! We're reaching safety. Cooling system active.
Confirm voltage.
Voltage stable. 30 seconds.
We have confirmation. Live projectile is loaded.
Power level is at 100%.
Missile.
Strider 2 is hit.
Skull, stabilize the craft and get out. Sorry, it's up to you now.
15 seconds.
Missile.
Frame control?
All green.
Initiate final countdown.
Understood. Commencing final countdown.
Missile.
10,
Missile.
9, 8,
Saw one.
7, 6, 5,
Missile.
4, 3, 2.
Missile. Missile.
Stop the countdown. We've lost the target.
Starting to shut down.
Gone? The stupid thing is flying in the open.
The survey data isn't updating. No response from our spotter.
Survey vehicle down.
Those vehicles were Stonehenge's eyes.
Missile.
Without those, I'm sorry.
Missile.
Don't give up yet, Major. We still have sensors.
Missile.
Our eyes. The oldest sensors in the book.
Missile.
What are you scheming?
Missile.
They're too unreliable.
Missile.
Not bad.
Missile.
That's something.
Impossible. We rally circuit. We can't do any more. Half the battle containers are early on our mission.
Come on, damn it! Attention, all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Pair up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Wilco. Jaeger, you take the lead.
It's ready against APS.
I'm going. The propellers are too much for Trigger alone.
Oh, you damn glory hound. Do your friggin' job.
Cap, we need someone who can take down those UAVs. It's up to you.
Trigger, do not foobar this.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with honest-to-goodness range table? Well, isn't that curious?
Missile.
They knew what they were doing.
Missile. Missile.
This whole operation is crazy.
Missile.
Well, only a total madman could bring down the Arsenal bird.
Give us the UTM coordinates under the Arsenal bird, and we'll calculate the range. And I need you to be exact.
Missile.
Cyclops 3 missile incoming. Look out.
I've been hit. I have to eject.
Broadcaster, send a request for rescue. Conditions look critical. Expect some injuries. Strider 1 was shot down.
おう。
Attention, all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Pair up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Missile. Missile.
Wilco.
Missile.
Jaeger, you take the lead.
Missile.
It's ready against APS.
Missile.
I'm going. The propellers are too much for Trigger alone.
Oh, you damn glory hound. Do your friggin' job.
Cap, we need someone who can take down those UAVs. It's up to you.
Trigger, do not foobar this.
Missile. Missile.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with honest-to-goodness range table? Well, isn't that curious?
They knew what they were doing.
This whole operation is crazy. Well, only a total madman could bring down the Arsenal bird.
Give us the UTM coordinates under the Arsenal bird, and we'll calculate the range. And I need you to be exact.
Disable. Use gas.
Cyclops 3 missile incoming. Look out.
I've been hit. I have to eject.
Broadcaster, send a request for rescue. Conditions look critical. Expect some injuries.
60 seconds remain.
Give me a second. It's been a while since I've used something this archaic. Does the angle on this table account for wind and Coriolis first?
Missile.
We can see the ocean flag from here. Not much wind. The rest is just instinct.
Missile. Missile.
30 seconds remain. Don't give up.
Strider 1 is down.
足。
Attention, all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Pair up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Missile. Missile.
Wilco. Jaeger, you take the lead.
It's ready against APS.
Missile. Missile.
I'm going. The propellers are too much for Trigger alone.
Oh, you damn glory hound. Do your friggin' job.
Missile.
Cap, we need someone who can take down those UAVs. It's up to you.
Trigger, do not foobar this.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with honest-to-goodness range table? Well, isn't that curious?
Missile.
They knew what they were doing.
Missile.
This whole operation is crazy. Well, only a total madman could bring down the Arsenal bird.
Cyclops 4 has been hit. Are you all right?
Power level is at 80%. I'm fine. We can't lose any more allies.
Knock that off. Push yourself too hard and you're dead. Get back to base.
Wilco, over.
Propeller stalled.
Power level is at 100%.
Stonehenge, shoot.
Strider 1 is going down.
Attention, all personnel! We have a change in the mission. We will now be using direct fire to shoot down the Arsenal bird. Listen, attack the central propellers. If you can destroy them, the Arsenal bird will slow down.
Strider 1, Cyclops 1. Air up and attack that propeller. Everyone else, defend Stonehenge from the UAVs.
Missile. Missile.
Wilco. Jaeger, you take the lead.
Missile.
It's readying its APS.
I'm going. Fellas are too much for Trigger alone.
Damn glory hound. Do your friggin' job.
Missile.
Cap, we need someone who can take down those UAVs. It's up to you.
Trigger, do not fool more of this.
Unbelievable. Stonehenge came with honest-to-goodness range tables? What was that curious?
Guess they knew what they were doing.
Missile.
This whole operation is crazy. Well, only a total madman could bring down the Arsenal bird.
Give us the UTM coordinates under the Arsenal bird, and we'll calculate the range. And I need you to be exact.
Missile.
Cyclops 3 missile incoming. Look out.
I've been hit. I have to reject. You're in test. Send a request to rescue. Conditions incorrect. Expect the injuries.
Central propeller.
Missile.
60 seconds remain.
Give me a second. It's been a while since I've used something this archaic. Does the angle on this table account for wind and Coriolis force?
We can see the ocean flag from here. Not much wind. The rest is just instinct.
Missile.
30 seconds remain. Don't give up. Cyclops 4 has been hit. Are you all right?
Missile.
I'm fine. We can't lose any more allies.
Knock that off. Push yourself too hard and you're dead. Get back to base.
Wilco, over.
All right, that takes care of the propellers. Arsenal bird is slowing down.
I knew my faith was well placed, Trigger. Power level is at 100%.
Propeller has been disabled. He's using his fire now.
Missile.
We've done our part. Stonehenge, shoot.
Understood. Begin final countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Adjusting angle.
3, 2, 1. Fire! Hit, damn it!
Is it really over now?
Reporting mission success. Lehman, this victory belongs to you. That was a good lesson on the importance of manual control.
Today's MVPs are the LRSSG.
I'll say, especially those two lead birds. They're the Ocean Big Shots. We can win if we follow them. The Ocean Big Shots?
You mean the Ocean Big Shot?
Looks like we're on the offensive now. The enemy's defensive range dropped along with that Arsenal bird.
That just means more pie for us.
Are we gonna eat the whole thing?
The brass is always hungry for more. They've got a bottomless appetite. But enough about that. Get some rest now before the counterattack.
Yeah, we got our hands dirty for nothing. The guys were babbling about a 3-line marking. Look into that for me.
fuck.
Attention, all defensive and air support teams. In order to get up and running, what I need most from you is time. As long as you can provide me that, my program will bring down the Arsenal bird.
That was Major Deanna McConey. I'm Warrant Officer Lehman, a specialist. We're now commencing the operation to destroy the Arsenal bird. It's gonna be a long...
The mission succeeded, but at a great cost. This victory marks a strategic turning point. The enemy has only one Arsenal bird left, and the defensive grid around the space elevator has been decimated. We can expect a counteroffensive by Ocean forces everywhere.
I was born downtown, in our capital. When I recall my homeland, my thoughts are filled with the sights and sounds of the city. But home means something different to each and every one of us. Therefore, I've decided to visit every place where our citizens call home. The Kingdom of Erusia is a land of diversity. Each region has its own unique and special culture.
The destruction of one of their Arsenal birds has significantly reduced the scale of Erusia's air defense network. Ocean forces have moved into the areas where we gained air superiority and freed over half of the Eusian continent. However, Erusia is feeling the pressure and is reacting by attempting to activate the ballistic missile base in the suburbs of Sierra Plata. For the past 72 hours, they've put their resources and people into action and have already entered the final stages of a launch. The missile silo is deep underground. To destroy it, we'll need a bomber to drop a huge deep penetration bomb in a precise place. Unfortunately, that airspace is thick with clouds at the moment, so it'll be difficult for a bomber to hit the target accurately. Normally, we'd wait for the weather to clear, but with the situation being what it is, we don't have that option. So, we will be the bomber's eyes and find the missile silo. You'll all be equipped with targeting pods and set of special weapons. We need you to fly at low altitude, visually identify which silo they're activating, then acquire it with your targeting pod. Once you press the firing switch, the bombers will drop their payload based on the location data provided by the targeting pod. You will need to keep the silo in the center of your sight until the bomb hits its target, or else it will miss entirely. It takes a high level of airmanship to properly guide these bombs to their targets while flying a plane. Naturally, we assume the enemy has positioned anti-air artillery and aircraft in the area of operations, so stay alert. Additionally, we suffered human and material losses in the last battle, so Cyclops Squadron will sit this one out. Trigger, it's up to you to make this work with just Strider Squadron.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
Arusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. Can't tell the difference.
It's the wing of that LRSSG that brought down that Arsenal bird. We got the bombs. Using the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with a circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. The enemy set up anti-air weapons in multiple locations.
We need to work together to take them down.
Target is eliminated. Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered. The bomb was off its mark. The target is still standing. Dropping another bunker buster will take some time. Aim carefully.
Star warning. Star warning.
Bunker buster away.
The targeting pod failed to guide the bomb to the target.
Star warning.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
Bunker buster hit its mark. Time for fireworks.
Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the Ocean garrison. Those lives are at stake. We have no time.
It completely lost it. You can bet on it.
But the end is madness.
Missile away. Target eliminated.
This is a serious mission. Was it Wiseman who gave Strider 2 to count? A formation changes every mission. I'm sure he has a reason for it.
I'll believe that when I see it. I'm just glad he won't be there to chew my ear off.
Star warning. Star warning.
That was a mistake. No structures visible.
Enemy has a lock. Evade!
He shot down one of us. Enemy missile cruising. Break it!
Fox 2. Strider 1, target destroyed.
Strider 1, we have the coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
Look, there's fire shooting up from the ground.
Missile silo destroyed. That makes 2. No launch signs yet. Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in. They don't appear to be going after our bomber. Take them out if they interfere with our mission.
Missile.
Missile launched. Evade!
Missile. Missile.
Breaking up!
Missile launched.
Amazing.
We did it. That
takes care of that. Nice work.
Breaking! Breaking!
5 minutes remaining. We don't know when they'll launch. We'll be on time.
Ready to get away! Breaking!
The sky feels open and free today. As a Cyclops, I felt like a bird in a cage. Once this mission's over, I guess we'll be back under the company commander's thumb again. What a pain in the ass.
Missile.
Trigger! Enemy has a lock on you!
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched. Target is in range of guns.
Missile.
Strider 1, evade that missile!
Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile. Missile.
I'm like a wolf that's been let off its leash. These guys won't know what hit them.
Star warning.
I thought you were a bird free from its cage.
Star warning. Star warning.
Strider 1, we have coordinates. Firing the bunker buster. All right, now let's take out those remaining silos.
Missile silo destroyed.
Where do we look next?
Pull up.
I've got you. 3 minutes remaining.
Punch 2!
Target acquired.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile.
Star warning.
Remaining.
Trigger! Enemy has a lock on you!
Missile.
Strider 1, we have coordinates. Firing the bunker buster.
Hit, but it was off the mark. Let's give him another.
The warhead should be exposed. Standard weaponry will suffice. Take your pick.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Breaking out of lock!
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile. Missile.
Hit. Target destroyed.
The fewer there are, the harder they are to find. Good luck.
There's only one silo remaining.
Enemy has a lock!
Bunker buster away.
Caution.
Must have been a decoy.
No fire or explosions on the ground. Locked on.
Bunker buster away.
Strider 1, target eliminated. All missile silos have been destroyed.
Wait, what the hell is that?
Alert! We've detected an IRBM launch. Confirmed signature on our radar. Launch site is this dam.
shot from the silos? They certainly hit it well. We still have a chance. Shoot it down before it reaches critical altitude.
Bandit acquired. Firing. Behind you! Enemy on your tail!
Missile.
Truck shoot!
Missile.
Confirm signature on our radar.
Missile.
Warning, we confirm another launch. Take it out.
Missile.
On my target's tail! Breaking lock! Evading!
Missile.
Bandit evaded attack. Trying again. Missile! Break! Break!
Missile. 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 Missile.
New hostiles. All aircraft confirmed.
Missile. Missile.
Additional launch confirmed. Incoming! The target will soon reach critical altitude.
Evading enemy missile! On my target's rear. Firing!
Missile. Missile.
Bandit on your
Missile.
six!
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fox 2. The target will soon reach critical altitude. All of the missiles have been destroyed.
I was gutting it pretty close. I was starting to get a little nervous.
You're telling me? You had us sledding up here. There wasn't even anything we could do about it. Glad we were partnered with you on this operation.
That went about as expected. Be sure to include in the report how much ass I kicked while off the company commander's leash. Roger that, and I'll be sure to include all the crap you said about Wiseman, too.
Arusia only has 5 IRBM silos in total. Therefore, the enemy's made a number of fake silos to try and throw our bombers off the scent.
Did you say fake?
They're painted to look like the real thing from the sky. You can't tell the difference.
おトイレ行ってきます。
Who that LRSSG that brought down that arsenal bird? We got the bombs. You do the terminal guidance.
In order to use the targeting pods, you'll need to change weapons first. Try to align the missile silo with a circle in the center of your HUD. When you're lined up, hit the firing switch and the bomb will drop. You're gonna need to keep the silo aligned until the bomb hits. The enemy set up anti-air weapons in multiple locations.
We need to work together to take them down.
Target acquired.
Target is eliminated.
Keep the targeting pod trained on that silo until the payload is delivered. The bomb was off its mark. The target is still standing. Dropping another bunker buster will take some time. Aim carefully.
Bunker buster away.
The targeting pod failed to guide the bomb to the target.
Target confirmed. Dropping the bomb now.
The bunker buster hit its mark. Time for fireworks.
Destruction of first missile silo confirmed.
The IRBM is aimed at the OTN garrison. Go to live or it's fake. We have no time.
They completely lost it. You can bet on it.
Let's end this madness.
Wiseman who gave Strider 2 to count. Formation changes every mission. Sure he has a reason for it. I'll believe that when I see it. I'm just glad he won't be there to chew my ear off.
That was a fake. Now structure's visible.
Enemy has a lock. Evade!
すっきり。
We have successfully prevented an enemy ballistic missile attack. We are now preparing for the final stage of our long-range operation, seizing the capital. With the loss of an arsenal bird, followed by the destruction of their ballistic missile base, Erussia is running out of ways to counter. This is a great opportunity for the Osean army to bolster our power to eventually take down the Erusian capital of Farbanti. The special long-range strategy is entering its final phase. Our objective is to attack and capture the Erusian Air Force Base in Cape Rainy in northern Erusia. This important base is at the forefront of our strategy to establish control of Farbanti. Under the cover of night, our plan is that all squadrons will invade from the valley to the south and mount an air assault on the area. The enemy's observation field has eyes on the skies above the valley, so your altitude will need to be restricted. If you go over a certain altitude, the enemy could spot you, ending the mission in failure. Keep that in mind. Once you arrive, you are to take out the enemy's air defense forces as soon as possible and prepare for the support squadrons. When the air defense forces are neutralized, the helicopter squadron should arrive carrying Marines. The plan is to take control of the base. Getting through the valley is only half the job.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi. Beginning nighttime aerial refueling process. Be careful of reduced visibility. 1 mile to tanker. Bank left. Trigger, maintain your approach. Too fast. Lower airspeed. 500 yards. You may approach the refueling tanker. 100. 50. Excellent work, Trigger. Refueling initiated. Maintain your current position.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 1,900 feet. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Assless 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch the Vanguard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in for our bounty. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. And the best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut. Watch your speed.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. You won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you.
Strider 1 lost!
Honey.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1. No weapons until you reach the enemy base. All aircraft, reduce altitude. We have altitude restrictions from here on out. Keep altitude below 1,900 feet. Good. Maintain your current course.
Searchlight up ahead. Watch for it.
Stay out of their sight.
Strider, Assless 1. Our current ETA matches yours. Catch the Vanguard. Can we secure the LZ quickly?
We'll get you down safe. I'm worried you're short on men.
Everyone here's already signed their wills.
Strider 1.
That ain't funny.
Never was good at jokes. Okay, follow you in. Good luck.
Understood. Strider 1, you've passed through waypoint 2. The valley's about to get narrower. Be careful.
When can we take on the final mission? I'm starting to get tired of all this.
This is the last step, Count. We'll take the enemy base and use it as a bridgehead.
Watch yourselves out there. We're going to need all of you in for our bounty. Without Wiseman here, everybody wants to give orders like they're the company commander himself. The best thing about Strider Squadron is that our leader keeps his mouth shut. Watch your speed.
You've passed waypoint 3. You're coming up on the base, imposing radio silence. We won't be able to talk again until you're over the base. Continue to keep an eye on your altitude. There are plenty of dark spots that can sneak up on you. Point 4. Radio silence has been lifted. You're almost at the base.
We made it. That was quite the roller coaster ride.
Caution. Pull up.
Visual confirmation on the airbase. Reach destination. Commence the attack. It's time for their wake-up call. The longer it takes, the worse off we'll be. Hurry up. Finish them off.
All right, let's give the beating.
Missile hit.
Strider 1, nice work.
Enemies are attacking! Where the hell did they come from?
Strider 1, missile away.
Friendly confirmed lost. Fire up the searchlights! I can't see where the enemies are coming from!
It looks like the enemy's air defenses are online. Yes, they finally decided to wake up. Keep up the attack. The sooner we finish this thing, the better.
They took out our leader's bird! Hurry or the roosters on the ground!
This is Basilisk 1.
Landing down.
Roger that. If the enemy is still present in large numbers when our ground forces arrive, the mission will be a failure. Go help our allies.
Be quick. Gotta deliver on time or the base is free. Your jokes haven't gotten any better.
They got me.
All enemy fighters down.
I feel their pain, I really do. But this is war.
Trust your allies and keep moving. Space is ours for the taking. Wait the base, Commander! What are you waiting for?
Say goodbye.
Fox 2. In gun range.
We've engaged the enemy reinforcements. Requesting immediate close air support.
Copy that. We'll send some your way.
Pizza guy's in trouble. Let's help him out.
It's all right. Those two Ozian big shots will take care of them for us.
Missile inbound! To me!
Strider Squadron, do it quickly, or we'll lose the element of surprise.
Air support is on its way.
Anti-aircraft guns destroyed. Strider 1, target acquired.
Say goodbye.
Missile launched. Strider 1, you're taking fire. Picking up an enemy squadron. It must be the reinforcements they called in.
Confirmed at least one leader. It's the one with the 3 scratches. We've lost 30% of our AE guns. Don't fire blindly. That'll reveal our position.
Emergency! Taking enemy reinforcements? They're stopping us! We can't do anything about their air power. We need support.
Target eliminated. Great work.
Okay, that attack just took out the enemies on the front line. The way ahead is cleared up. Have our thanks.
Give me a damage report. Suffered heavy losses. This is more than a strike attack. I'm in position. He's fine.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Gotcha, pal.
We still got 3 enemy fighters left. It's not over yet.
That takes care of that. Nice work. We did it. That's the last of them. We've achieved air superiority.
Ambush, stay cool. Reform the ranks. Broadcaster, requesting close air support.
Strider Squadron, enemy reinforcements. Get some goddamn support there now.
Enemy numbers are small. Don't give in. Fight until the very end.
Fox 3.
They got a lock on you, Strider 1.
Missile inbound! To me!
This is 2-2. We're stuck. We won't be able to capture the base at this rate.
Keep your heads down. 3 strikes will take care of the enemy.
Missile.
Target acquired.
That's the last of our anti-air guns. They've all been taken out.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Missile.
Evade.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Target locked. APC eliminated.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fox 2.
Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Target is hit.
Caution. Pull up.
Okay, that takes care of all the SAM sites.
That's it. Take out those two. Force our way inside the facility.
Strider 1, target acquired. Target's destruction confirmed. That air support was right on the money.
Keep pushing the enemy on their heels.
Okay, start running on the count of 3.
Hey, I get to finally send my boys in to ring the doorbell.
There's still quite a few enemies holed up in there. However, we can't afford to wait any longer. Begin the assault. If anyone resists, kill them. Contact! 2 o'clock! Go! Go! Fire!
Sarge, tear down that barricade.
How'd it go? This is Basilisk 1. The base is ours. We have control of all major functions.
Glad the pizza was on time. Whew. Roger that, Basilisk 1. Mission accomplished.
All prisoners of war will be treated in accordance with international law. We've even brought pizza.
Looks like they can shred those wills.
I'm already getting an earful from the men over the needless paperwork.
No joke.
Okay, go ahead and begin your approach. We'll do the flight control.
Roger that.
Strider 1, this is Basilisk. The runway is clear. You have permission to land. The party is on as soon as you get here. Reduce your speed. Turn right. Lower your nose. You're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Impressive, Strider 1. Strider 1 has landed. Let's go and greet him.
Strider 1, you have passed through waypoint 1.
Excellent work on the night raid. Submarines have arrived from the Ocean mainland and are refueling. This base will serve as a frontline platform for our mission to take Farbanti. We're almost at the end of this operation.
Mihai's second sortie was designed to calculate how his physiology changed under the stress of combat. My job was to compare his performance as a pilot now to when he was younger and understand how his skills evolved. To tell you the truth, I'm not sure I wanted to know the answers anymore. For a man his age, Mihai's body was unbelievably resilient, remarkably flexible. His reflexes were sharp as they ever were. Still, after all those years of flying in the outer layers of the atmosphere, even someone as strong as Mihai wasn't immune to the effects of the strain. The human body is fragile. It was not meant to handle the excessive amounts of radiation that constantly bombarded the stratosphere. For Mihai's second sortie, we used a flight suit that was still untested. He seemed fine on takeoff, but by the time he landed back at the base, it was clearly a mess. He got caught in a surprise dogfight with an especially stubborn enemy. It took a while for Mihai to bring him down.
Suspend mission.
The suit was ineffective. According to the data, it wouldn't let him fly to his full potential. A new flight suit was made to my exact specifications. When it finally arrived, Mihai's granddaughters glared at me with their disapproval. They blamed me for the pain their grandfather had to keep enduring. But Mihai remained stoic. He wasn't the type of man who cared about anything that happened here on the ground. I wasn't worried about it. I was confident the new suit would protect him thoroughly so that he could maneuver his plane any way he wanted. The moment he took off in his new flight suit, I realized what I had failed to before. Right after takeoff, as the wheels retracted, the plane suddenly arced up. It accelerated so quickly. I had never seen a plane move like that before. Mihai hit the high G's multiple times before disappearing into the blue. The support team couldn't even keep up. And then I knew. I understood why he never seemed to care about restoring his stolen country back to its former glory, and why he didn't seem to care about anything that happened here on the ground. Of course, Mihai's kingdom was the sky.
The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support for our allies on the ground and in the water as required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communication system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farmati Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me, so I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Locked on, David.
Strider 1, return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
What's your flight, friend?
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. No, it's real funny.
Why didn't that hit?
Break! Strider 1, hostile behind you. Box 2. I'm on his back. Ejecting!
Target acquired. Target in gun range.
Say goodbye.
Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farmati Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They can use some air support.
Target is eliminated.
Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital. Now the enemy's already down. Now our SFC's really stolen. Take forward and keep your eyes on the enemy.
Strider 1, locked on target.
Roger. Mark will be secured. Those big shots clear the way.
I am beating. HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support. Hold your ground.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading from 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 to meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other.
Roger. Box 2.
Breaking out of block. Enemy attack struck me. I'm still okay. I spotted him. Time to shoot that bastard out of the sky. They have a lock on you. Shake him.
Maintain course to return for resupply.
Box 2. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Make your landing check. Too fast. Lower airspeed. Bank right. Lower your nose. You're too high. You're past the guidance limit. Make a visual landing. Strider 1, this is Control Tower. The runway is clear? Target locked. Missed.
Missile! Evading! I'm out of sight. Failing. All right, keep up the pressure. A chance of victory will present itself eventually. Keep an eye on your radar. All it takes is one missile and you're history. The enemy's pouring on their forces! Bandit in my sight. Fox 2.
Strider 1, locked on target. Bandit behind you, caution.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
Bravely matched. Right.
Going again.
I'm gonna open the sky up.
Missile after me. Breaking.
Attack missed.
Aircraft lost. Ejecting.
Stall warning.
Getting out of block. Breaking.
Stall warning.
Where'd these guys come from? My job just got that much harder.
The enemy's striking back with everything they've got.
Fox 2.
I'm on my target's tail.
Okay, Trigger. Silver Bridge is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat on target.
Let's go, Ocean.
Wilco, that's something.
Target shot down.
Enemy sighted.
Strider 1, watch your tail.
Breaking away. Missile closing on me.
They evaded it.
Careful. The ruins of sunken ships make these waters shallow.
Evading missile. Fox 2. Breaking hostile line. I took some damage.
We need more air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it.
Enemy sighted. Enemy got away. Grounded. Hostile at block.
On my target's back. Time to punch through.
Strider 1, target acquired.
The enemy is worn out. This is our chance.
Target is hit.
Watch out! Missile on its way.
Left. Eyes on defenses on the left. We'll head from there.
They got a lock on you, Strider 1.
Damn it! Should have known it sooner! It's no use! We have to retreat! A missile got through our EGM. Shoot it!
Target locked. Bandit on your tail. Get some distance.
We have him on the run.
Bandit has a lock.
Fatigue is starting to set in. Maintain your composure. We're almost through this. This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
The comms are full of requests for help from friendlies. Our occupation of Frabante could be in jeopardy now. Strider 1, Bandit splashed. We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy.
Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble. You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next. Missile! Evade! Enemy has a lock on you. 5 minutes remaining. Maintain course to return for resupply.
Strider 1, this is Control Tower. Strider 1, this is Control Tower.
Target destroyed. Strider 1, lock on target.
Breaking lock. Evasive action.
Strider 1, rifle. Vessel confirmed sunk.
Strider 1, missile inbound.
We've lost 30% of our fleet. It's going to be difficult to complete our mission given the circumstances.
Missile launched. Target is hit. In gun range.
Dodge that missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Our allies aren't advancing as we hoped. This isn't good.
Trigger! Hit the areas where the enemy forces are thickest.
Everyone's requesting backup. They'll take forever to get here.
Thanks to our air support, victory is within sight. Let's turn the remaining enemies into shark bait.
Steer clear of the sunken Allied ships. Just how many did we lose?
Damn it, 3 sharks is back. Bandit in my sight.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Fox 2.
What do you mean, retreat? The enemy has sealed off the harbor, preventing us from landing.
lock on you.
Lock down.
Evade that missile! Ejecting! Need rescue!
Star warning. Star warning.
Miss, target's still active. Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Emergent Army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood.
Understood.
All right.
Understood.
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 Getting out wrong. Thinking!
Star warning. Star warning.
1 minute remaining.
Missile! Evading! I'm taking fire! No flight capable!
Behind the enemy.
Bandit down.
Mission 0.
30 seconds remaining. Strider 1, enemy vessel destroyed.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Locked on.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? Because I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. X.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders were the difficult. But don't underestimate the rest of them either.
Missile.
Mission proved to be fun. What do you mean? It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile. Star warning. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Great ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Bandit is down.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either.
Missile.
Mission proved to be fun.
Star warning. Star warning.
It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in
Star
their
warning.
midst.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Hostile behind you. Take them off quick. Even the escorts are seasoned.
Great ship is sunk. Single fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Star warning. Star warning.
Taking evasive action.
This one's wide open.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Not bad. As good as Wood says. Although their teamwork is somewhat lacking.
Missile away. Bon voyage.
Missile.
Missed. Bandit on your tail.
Missile.
Bandit 5
Missile launched.
Ship 5 is hit. Sorry, I gotta bail out. His flag is well, champions. Catch your pal. I see they've still got a worthy pilot.
Missile.
You got a radar lock on you.
Missile.
Ship was sunk soon after. That's the last we heard from them.
Missile.
Not long before our forces are routed.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Cyclops 1. Fox 2. Cyclops 4. Evasive maneuvers. Missile.
Call in on air support ASAP. Yes, I'm talking about them.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X.
Missile.
Evaded.
Missile.
This one's got skills. This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. I gotta eject. Took him out one by one.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry. He's gonna make it. Listen, Trigger. Real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not gonna win. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What?
Alright, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Waiting for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger. My boys won't let you have it.
Seymour, your plane has had it. Eject. Forgive me. Good luck. Behind the enemy. Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Stall warning.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared.
Stall warning.
You're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Hold up. My radar has shown that an enemy aircraft has been stuck on Cyclops 1 for a while now.
Makes my blood run cold to even think if he came up on my 6.
Shit! This one's wide open.
Strider 4, Fox 2. He's refusing to fire. He wants a sure shot. Not too bad.
He's acting as a decoy.
He has absolute trust in his allies, I see.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman! Missile closing!
I'll keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit! Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops Wiseman!
Eject already, Wiseman!
I'm sorry, Count. His plane exploded.
Wiseman! Stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2. You're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. Duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
We'll go count. These guys are way out of my league. I can't risk getting close to them.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Trigger's 8, but I can't keep up.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Target acquired. Missile hit. Good job.
All right.
Damn.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn
glitching
it.
out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
What is that?
A star? No, maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Brabanti's now under OCN control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit!
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them, but without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
さて、今回はこの辺にしておきます。お疲れ様でした。